Hi, I'm Jane Moore, your instructor for this course. I recently learned about a new way to create syllabi, and in that creation, make them much more user-friendly. So that's what I am attempting to do in this case. Also, when I teach a face-to-face class, I always walk the students through the syllabus the first day, so I thought I would duplicate that process for you. If you like a traditional syllabus, I will also attach one of those to the course shell, and so you're welcome to use whichever one makes the best sense for you. I'm also using a special type called dyslexia, which is supposed to be useful for people who have difficulties with their reading, and I hope that it will prove useful to some of you as well. So, our course is called Popular Culture in Depth, and I thought I'd walk you through some of the contents. The first, of course, is the course description, and you can see from this that we're going to look at music and TV and films and literature and other kinds of aspects of culture. And all the reading that you do will be in popular culture, although I expect that you use scholarly literature in your research project and your book review. And in the first module, you'll see a link that will help you understand what scholarly literature is. It's not popular magazines like Psychology Today. It is a peer-reviewed type of literature, usually a journal or a book, and I expect that those are the kinds of scholarly literature that you will use to support your beliefs in your projects. The course learning objectives follow, and they should help you to understand what you'll be doing in the course. I certainly won't read it for you, but I know that you can read it yourself. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the Q&A section. Next, we have grading. We use the Western Ontario grading scale, and your grade will be based on participation, 2 written assignments, a book review worth 10%, and a research project worth 35%, and your final exam, which the university requires to be 30% of your grade. I thought that this graphic might help you to see and to make determinations about what kind of energy you want to put into the different aspects of the course. For each week, you'll see what you need to do. The first week is different because it's a short week and you're only required to do an introduction and post questions that you have. But the following week, we go into a regular pattern where your initial post, which is your reply to the prompt that I give you for each discussion board, is due on Wednesday at midnight, and then any follow-up replies that you make to classmates will be due on Saturday of that week by midnight. That gives you your Sunday to start preparing for the next week of classes. And it also gives you some time, I hope, to have a little bit downtime in the course. All the modules for the course are already available to you, so if for some reason you know you have a tricky week coming up, feel free to do the reading ahead of time so you'll be, and even post ahead of time, but obviously your replies will need to be within the week that it is due. Policies. Every syllabus needs to have these policies attached so students understand. One of the things I want to point out is that unless you get prior approval from me, your late assignments will be graded on the rubric and then docked an additional 10% per day. But please be in touch with me if there's a reason why you need to have an extension on an assignment. There's also information about medical issues and support services for you, and recognize that this course is not meant to be a therapy session. So if you've just recently experienced a loss, contact me and let's talk about whether the course would be appropriate for you. There's accommodations for religious holidays and some notes about plagiarism and cheating, which of course are serious offenses and are very well documented by the university. Following this, you'll find the assignments for the course. And for each of the assignments, I will also do a walkthrough in the course section. But you need to know that your first assignment is a book review, and you can choose from any 4 of these books: Me Before You, The Hunger Games, The Fault in Our Stars, or Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Now, I recognize that all these books have been made into movies, but I urge you to read the book because this is a book report, not a movie report. Thanks. Also, some people seem to have a lot of trouble with APA citation. I love Citation Machine. It helps you to submit in correct APA style. You can certainly use that or any other assistance from the library that would be helpful to you. Following that is the research project, and you need to submit your topic to me on or before October 23rd. And the reason I ask you to do that is because I've been teaching this course for some time now, and I know which areas have fewer resources available. So please do make suggestions, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible with some ideas for your paper. Notice that you need to have resources, up to 7 of them, and be sure that you choose resources that are useful in grief counseling or death education. So that's sort of the whole outline of your syllabus. Please note that rubrics for each one of the projects, the assignments, will be available in the course shell. And if you have any questions, please post them in Q&A and I will respond to them as quickly as possible. Thanks so much.